Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well and are planning to kickstart your new year with a lot of aspirations in mind. And if one of those aspirations happens to be cracking the CAT 2022 exam, then this video is going to help you with a daily routine that you can follow for the same. The reason that I'm making this video at the very onset of the year is because I believe Jan is the perfect time to start preparation, the dedicated preparation for this exam. And the reason is because it's neither too short a time that you won't be able to complete the syllabus, nor it's too long that you'd get burned out. So it's just the ideal amount of time that you need in order to crack this exam. Okay, so the pattern that I'm going to follow in this video is that I would walk you through the month-wise plan as to how many questions do you need to solve for each section. But before I do that, I would give you a broad outline of how your preparation is going to look like. So the three bigger blocks are going to be, first of all, completing your basics, which we are going to do from Jan to July. But even within that, the two bifurcations are that from Jan to May, you are going to focus on the basics with a very structured approach. But from June to July, that is the summer vacation for those of you who are in college, that is going to be the time when you're going to amp up your preparation and finish your basics no matter how much syllabus is left. And post July is going to be your mock taking and improving your mock score. So this is the broad three buckets that are there for the exam. After this, if I have to further bifurcate it, especially the first part of your preparation, which is covering the basics, then it entails three sub points. First is the month of Jan, wherein you are just going to get familiar with the subject and the sections that are there in this exam. Second is going to be from Feb to March, the 2 months where you are going to pick up two sections per day. And the third one is going to be from April to May, those 2 months wherein you are going to take all the three sections together every single day and cover the basics. Before we proceed further, I hope you have already made a choice of whether or not you would want to go for coaching, and in case you would want to, which one would you choose? If you haven't, then I would recommend you to go through certain videos that I would put in the description that can help you make that choice. But what I would want is you to have your material fixed. You should know what material are you going to use in order to cover your syllabus. So in the month of Jan, we are going to build your foundation and get used to preparing for this exam. Now, this might sound weird, but let me give you an example to explain what that means. So, when you start working out, initially there's a lot of inertia that you would not want to hit the gym, or you would not want to follow the diet plan, you would not want to exercise, you would get cramps initially. So, you need to get used to the experience of working out. It takes a couple of days. Similarly, when you're preparing for an exam like CAT, the initial few days are very important to set that routine in mind and to explain to your mind that you're going to continue this rigor for the next few months. And in order to do that, Jan is the most important time because a lot of people are just not able to begin their preparation. Now, there are two pieces of advice that I would give you to overcome this inertia. First is to start slow, which means that you don't have to cover a lot of syllabus in the month of Jan. And second is to start with easier topics so that you don't get difficulties in the very first month which bog you down. According to me, arithmetic was the easiest topic within cons. So I would have started with chapters like averages, percentages, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, time and work, time, speed, and distance. So you can start off with these chapters. And within DILR, the chapters that I liked the most or that were the easiest were seating arrangements, circular arrangements, tables, pie charts. And after that, in VRC, I would say simply start off with RCs. That's going to be sufficient. So, in the Jan month, the number of questions that I would recommend you to solve per section are that, let's say if we start off with QA, I would say solve 10 questions in one go and do these for minimum three settings. So 30 questions is what I would say you can solve in one day. Similarly, in logical reasoning, I would suggest you to solve at least 3 to 5 sets per day. And within VRC, I would recommend you to solve 3 RCs per day and read at least 2 editorials in the month of Jan. Along with solving the questions, you should take at least one mock in the month of Jan. Now, a lot of you might not want to see a bad mock score in the beginning of the preparation, but solving mocks is going to help you with identifying your weaker areas and also getting used to the pattern of the exam. The next block is Feb to March, wherein we are going to pick up two sections per day necessarily. Number of questions per section varies vary as follows. So in QA, you can solve 50 questions per day. In DILR, 5 to 7 sets per day. And for RCs, you increase them to at least 5 RCs per day. Pick up any two sections and follow the same routine. Your reading of editorial goes high in this particular time, so you have to increase your reading speed and your comprehension abilities. For that, start reading Hindu editorials, Mint editorials, or any other newspaper editorials, and read at least 5 editorials per day. The next block is April to May months. Now, in these months, the pace remains the same. So you have to solve the same number of questions that I recommended in Feb and March. The only difference being that now you are going to pick up solving all the three sections in one day. So there is going to be no skipping of a section any day. You are going to take up all the three sections. By the end of May, you would have covered a huge chunk of your syllabus, but you would still be left with some to cover. So what I would recommend you before starting your next block, that is June and July, the summer vacation period for most people, and even for working professionals who don't have leaves, this is an important point to take care of. You need to start off with re-evaluating how much syllabus is left. So in order to do that, just calculate the number of questions approximately per chapter. Just total it up for each and every section, for cons, for DILR, and also estimate the number of RCs that you would want to solve in the next 2 months, and then divide this into weekly targets. So just divide that number by 8 or 9 and get the number of questions, the number of RCs, and the number of sets that you would like to solve per week. The idea behind following this exercise is to ensure that no matter what, at the end of July, you should definitely have covered your basics. The time period after August onwards is going to be all about taking mocks, more and more mocks, and trying to improve your mock scores. So that is a separate topic of discussion and does not pertain to the daily routine that you have to follow in the preparation stage. So what I would recommend you is to imagine this plan and see if you can work this around. For a lot of people who are already taking coaching, what I would say is that till the month of March, that is the first 2 blocks of your preparation, follow the strategy that your coaching institutes are recommending. If that works out for you, go ahead and follow it. But if it doesn't till March, then you can switch to this preparation plan by taking control of your preparation and solving the questions on your own, irrespective of what is being taught at the coaching institute. At least I did that because I felt that the coaching institutes followed a slower pace than what I could manage. And at the end of the preparation, I just realized that I had syllabus covered till the month of July, but the coaching institute was still left with a lot of syllabus that they covered till October. So at least this is what I did, and what my suggestion to you would be, but you can certainly follow any other routine that works for you. If you do have any questions, do let me know in the comment section and I would be happy to address the same. If you have any video recommendations, do let me know the same as well. Thank you for watching this video.